Welcome into the Paul Farrington Show. Paul, joined by Jack Weinberger, Robert Ziggy Ziegler up at Harvard University, and producer Zach Bloomquist is with us.
Get the full squad, baby.
The best executive producer in the game. No camera on him.
That's right.
But it was Zach's choice today. We said you could have a camera, and Zach said no.
Well, it's Zach's thing.
That's not quite what you said, Paul. You said, well, I guess we could get you a camera.
Yeah, I did. And not even the nice. We have like a really nice, a very expensive camera that's producer Zach's camera that has just not been in use for months.
Well, the voice of God has some lore.
It does.
Yeah, she's the voice of God.
Producer Zach, what do you think of? Now, there was a lot of people last week when my sister filled in who sent her hate mail, so quote unquote hate mail. There were a group of people that really like producer Lauren. What do you think of her like going after your job here? Is that?
It's because she's a woman.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess the Paul Farrington Show could use some female representation from time to time.
Being a woman's huge.
Yeah, I guess that.
She's got like a cute voice too.
All right. Now it gets weird.
And
it gets weird so quickly.
Are drawn to, but Zach doesn't. He's not losing his job.
Now I'm gonna get called misogynistic.
Well, I don't think that's where you're going, but I think you're actually giving some sort of a comp. You know what? Let's just move off. This topic.
This doesn't end well for
anybody. For anybody. We are now at 26.8 thousand subscribers, guys.
Wow.
Pretty unbelievable growth over the past like 3 days.
That's what happens when the Packers beat my team.
Well, yeah. Was it worth the sacrifice?
No.
Never.
You know how we feel, Jack.
I wish
you always say, "Oh, you guys are probably rooting
for
for the Packers deep down. You don't mind if the Vikings lose." Now you know what it's like.
I wish we had beaten them.
There's going to be. It's the Thanos Gamora meme. It's like, did you do it? What do you get? 50,000 subscribers. Yeah. What did it cost? The playoffs.
That's not good. Meme on a Florida State and Bama, which is funny, but we'll move it. Something like that. So what did it cost?
What did it cost? Everything. So if you guys want to help us, we're now. I think 30K is actually in reach. Like, is 50,000 back on the table for us?
50,000 never
by the end of the season.
Never left the table.
Well, I think
what Matt LaFleur does.
I think it momentarily left the table.
If Green Bay beats Philly, like goes on, gets the number one seed.
I'd like some more Lions fans. Where are the Vikings? You know what? Why show up? Like, why are you coming into work if you're a Vikings fan?
The problem with Pittsburgh fans, they just care about Pittsburgh media. That's the issue with them.
Yeah. Maybe some Bears fans. That Ravens loss hurt our Bears.
Our
potential.
best chance would be the Lions.
We got to crack the Lions.
Yeah, we got to crack the Lions.
Man, if there was ever a week to crack the Lion fan base, it would be by them. I know the Viking season's basically over, but I'm actually holding out hope that there's a world we can win this weekend. The Lions blasting us might be a way to get into Lions media. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see what the rest of the NFC North does the remainder of this season. Week 9 preview show. I love the prediction show. I think they're a ton of fun. We're gonna bring back the Monday morning headlines for this episode. We're gonna have game picks. Gonna have the joint power rankings, of course. Zig or Zag, Jack's cap of the week. Jack's cap of the week is I was gonna say coming off but
yeah,
the coach firing.
Zig or Zag's coming off 3-0.
Zig or Zag, yeah. I guess there's another trade-off
over the last 2 weeks.
It's all trade-offs, isn't it? It's the channel success, our happiness. It's Zig or Zag, Jack's cap. That's what this show is all about. It's the show trade-offs. We can't. You got
to make the sacrifices.
We can't be too sad either. Yeah, exactly. Real quick shout-outs to the Eliminator Challenge. 8 people remain right now, and I may as well. We got Aiden's picks, ESPN fan, bunch of numbers, Flopazoid, G-Fro, Green Bay, Liquid Richard, Stuckman, and what's this last one? Window up? I'm not even going to try. I can't. It's too small of text for me to read anyway. But we got 8 people left. Pretty impressive.
I like Stuckman.
Stuckman's
rooting for Stuckman.
And then at the top of the Pick'em League, we have Rickster at 86-34, just above Big Dilly Style at 85-35 on the season. I've fallen to 121st place. It's embarrassing.
How big is your dilly?
It's just Big Dilly Style. Big Dilly Style. All right.
I love the Ziggy head.
Yeah,
Ziggy.
Ziggy's
like he's just done. He's
not dealing with it anymore. It's a Wednesday night.
About football. It's been like 10 minutes. We can talk about football.
All right, let's talk some football here.
Football's boring.
Football. Well, when our teams are this bad. Yeah, but
speak for yourself. We're in first place.
The people who listen, you're at. Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah,
you have to be the least.
Speak for yourself.
Like you have the least feel of a first place team than any first place team I've ever
It's not just by a game.
It's not a game. It's not. And 2 of the teams in your division stink. and we'll see about the Ravens. Like
2-5.
Yeah. All right, let's. You guys want to get into the joint power rankings here? Our signature second, third.
Now
we zig zag. Is it? It's up to you.
We could probably say joint at this point might be number one. People love.
I think we should start
joint
power ranking other things.
Yes.
And we're gonna have to bring back the Thanksgiving Day food segment again.
Yeah, it's always good.
That was awesome last year. All right, producer Zach, we might throwing up the graphic. We're gonna try and do the graphic for the joint power rankings.
We've been working on this a long time. We're finally bringing it out.
We'll see what people think.
I made a bunch of graphics, and producer Zach brought up a good point. He said, "You know what, Paul? You're just gonna have to work a little bit harder in post production because if you guys all agree on your power rankings before, it ruins the segment. It ruins the surprise." So I'm just going to work a little bit harder, but we're going to try and get the graphic up because it just looks better. I mean, this is pretty right here. If you're watching,
for them they'll only see this. They won't see this the whole time like we will, so it won't bother them at all.
Yeah, it'll look good. It'll look good for them. All right, so I start off this week. Last week, Ziggy, should I? Let me find last week's real quick. I'm sorry.
Let's see how we did last week.
Yeah, so last week in our power rankings, Ziggy kicked it off with the Broncos at 10. All right, they look good. I had the Patriots at 9. They look good. Buffalo at 8. Look good. Seahawks at 7 for Ziggy. Bye. The Eagles at 6. Looked good. Chiefs at 5 for Jack. That looked good. Colts at 4 for Ziggy. Looked good. Oh my gosh, were we perfect?
Last week was
Packers
great.
at 3 for me. They look good. Rams at 2 for Jack. Bye week, and the Lions at 1 bye week. So
that
we actually didn't have a single loss in our power ranking.
Might have been our best one yet.
Okay, so now that we had a perfect week,
and you're ruining it.
I guess we could call it
some nonsense.
Yeah, we had wow, this is amazing. We had a perfect week, and this is going to look different right now. Okay, so let's get into it then. I kick it off at 10. Everyone's going to be really mad. I know everybody's going to be really mad at me. I'm putting the Baltimore Ravens at 10.
Yeah, okay? That's just ridiculous. But yeah,
this is why I'm doing it. I get the rage from people. I left the Broncos off. I left the Bucks off. I left the Chargers off. Okay, they're all like right there. Any one of those teams can make an argument for this. I'm putting the Ravens at 10 because I'm not wavering from my stance of who do I think would win if you put them on a field today. The Ravens' losses this year at Buffalo versus the Lions, at the Chiefs versus the Rams with everyone hurt, versus the Texans with everyone hurt. That's at least going to be 4 teams. 4 of their 5 losses are teams that are going to be probably in our top 6 or 7 of the power rankings here. Lamar's back. I accept all the hate, but I'm thinking this team is going to continue to rise up as the season goes on here. I think they're going to win a lot in a row. I think they're actually going to win the AFC North.
All right, so once they win a lot in a row, you put them up there.
But to me, who do I think would win today? Lamar will be back.
Aren't they also 0-3 with Lamar?
They're 0-3 with Lamar because it's the Bills, the Chiefs, the Lions.
Like I'm not going to argue this.
Well, they beat the Browns with Lamar. They're 1, but yeah. So that's why I'm doing it. People can be really mad. I get it.
Like
Ravens.
I think the whole this won't be long.
Yeah, it's okay. No, you go for it.
The whole let's see who wins on a neutral field doesn't matter because you don't play regular season games on a neutral field.
Okay, it's in Baltimore.
Denver is you leave a team out who is 6-2. This is where I believe that we over exaggerate when we say it's not the record rankings because Denver is 6-2 coming off a 20-point blowout of Dallas.
What about last year?
And they're 4 games ahead of Baltimore.
What about last year when the Chiefs were 13-1 or whatever, and I'm out here saying Chiefs at 1. You guys are like, well, Paul, it's not the record rankings. We're going to have the Chiefs at that. Why does it not matter at 13-1?
Well, obviously it did. They were number 1 the whole year.
No, but I mean, you guys were yelling at me the whole season that the Chiefs weren't that good.
But now you can't. But the reason they were at number 1 the entire season, and even I had them up there at top 5 all year, was because of their record.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying they're not very good, but they have 13 wins. I had them in my top 5 all year, just not number 1.
Yeah,
like Denver being 6-2 and Baltimore having 2 wins. This doesn't make sense.
Jack is not the record rankings.
All is a point. It isn't called the record.
That's why last year with the Chiefs, I thought they were the best team in football. They went to the Super Bowl.
I think that record is a huge factor.
To have some
I think it's a big factor in power rankings. Like, disagree with me. I'm sorry. I think it has a big factor in power rankings.
Okay, no, I get it. I really
You
get it.
can't leave a 6-2 team out for a 2-5 team. You can't do that.
2-5 team with Lamar Jackson.
But I just don't think you can do it.
Can I ask
It's not justified.
who do you think would win if the Broncos and Ravens play?
But I'm just
asking
it's a
you.
stupid
No, I'm not arguing.
thing to ask.
I'm just asking.
Like, the Broncos have played the teams on their schedule,
I
and they
know.
have 6 wins.
I'm just asking you. Who do you think would win?
What, with Lamar Jackson?
Yeah.
It depends where the game's played.
Neutral field.
That doesn't happen. Like, you don't play a neutral field.
If you think that the Ravens would be favored at home in that game, you can't say it's ridiculous to have them at 10.
The Ravens are 8th in Super Bowl odds right now.
But
I'm sorry, they're tied for 6th in Super Bowl.
But I think to have the Ravens right now in week 9, I'm not saying week 15, because you think they'll win games. I think in week 9, it's insane to have them ahead of Denver, who's 4 games better.
It's reasonable. It's reasonable. But
I'm
not a reasonable person.
I know it's reasonable.
Who do you have at 9?
9. Hold on, let me pull up my ranking. 9, I got the Bucks. I got the Bucks at 9. Well, I had the Broncos at 10. Got the Bucks at 9. The last couple weeks, like I've been high in the Bucks, pretty high in the Bucks most of the year. Last couple weeks, I do believe they're more of a team who is still very good, but the Lions lost where they got blown out kind of humbled me with them a little bit. Took care of business this week against the Saints. Still, it was a laugher for the most part.
They did a good job of
did a good job of staying in my top 10.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're a team who can hang with those big dogs up top who are going to have as the list goes on. But a very good team nonetheless. I think 9's a good spot for them.
Mm-hmm.
How about Baker Mayfield hang with the New Orleans Saints first? I know they won that game, but this is 2 bad Baker performances in a row. I'm out on this Bucks team.
Oh, well,
I
Baker
don't care if they're 6-2.
He didn't throw a touchdown, did he?
He didn't throw a pick.
He went 15 for 24, 150 yards against maybe the worst team in football.
Well, but to be fair, Ziggy, I mean, they won by 20 points. Like,
oh yeah, to be fair, they did have 80 rushing yards, so really they were relying on the running backs that game.
Look, man, their defense stepped up, and they were all
they
over
found a way
Rattler. They were all over Shaw.
They kicked the crap out of them.
Like, they still won convincingly. As a couple people were saying another week, another episode of you guys shitting on the Bucks, and I was like, well, we were pretty high on the Bucks before anyone else was.
7-3 at halftime to the Saints. It's not like this was a blowout early where they took their foot off the gas. Baker Mayfield had a bad game.
Yeah, and that's
his worst
okay.
game of the season.
Tell a Steeler fan, football's
Look,
4
we're
quarters.
not putting the Bucks as a like 15th, 20th ranked team in football. This is, I mean, for me, they're right outside the top 10. Jack has them at 9 here. They're still a very good team.
Some teams that are better.
Yeah, we're still pretty high on Tampa, and it wouldn't shock me at all. You know, Tampa's going to win the division. What are you saying?
We are really high on Tampa.
Sorry, we're higher on Tampa.
Oh, yeah, look, I think us putting Tampa as a top
at 9 is
team
fine.
in the league.
At 9 is fine.
Saying they're pretty good.
Ziggy, who you got at 8?
Number 8. We'll put the Seattle Seahawks in here. I like this team there. I'm leaving out some teams that I like quite a bit to put them in here. But the Seahawks have continued to play good football throughout the season. They're tied for first in the NFC West, a tough division. They're coming off a very good win against the Texans at home, I think, just like we had them doing. I know that they were on bye this week. They didn't play a whole lot, but I'm confident that the Seahawks have the defense and the offense to make it work.
Yeah, I like Seattle.
I
like Seattle too. Yeah, they're a good football team. I'm going to put Buffalo at 7 now, so we're going to actually flip them from last week. Maybe it's unfair to punish Seattle just for having a bye, but Buffalo came out. James Cook ran all over the Panthers, and yeah, you know, Josh Allen's there still. I know he hasn't been Josh Allen MVP for him, but very close. Don't need to make a big deal about this. I got Buffalo at 7. Who you have at 6, Jack?
Yes, you got Buffalo. They showed me something. I know it's the Panthers, but they were due to have a game where they looked like Buffalo.
And Josh didn't really have to do much.
6, I got the Rams at 6. I know you could say this might be a bit unfair, but
punishing the team for a bye.
I'm kind of punish them because they were off. Like I saw
well, you can see other teams do things that you go, oh, right. All right. Like Green Bay had a great second half.
I saw Green Bay was awesome. Like
the Colts were great.
The Chiefs, another blowout. The Colts were great. So the Rams, because they didn't play, and I saw other teams have good Sundays, I dropped them a bit to...
Well, recency bias never hurt anyone, did it?
To number 6.
Recency bias, that's fine. Okay, so in our top 10 right now, we have Baltimore at 10, the Bucks at 9, Seattle at 8, the Bills at 7, And then at 6, Jack puts the Rams. Ziggy, take us to the top 5.
This is actually almost exactly how my own list played out.
Oh, really?
At number 5, I'm going to put in the Philadelphia Eagles. Once you're at 5, we're talking the real contenders. Some people are going to be unhappy we put them this low. And the offense has looked great the past 2 weeks. We've seen the Jalen Hurts passing performance against the Vikings, the running performance against the Giants. They've got a huge test. They are on bye this week, and then they go to Green Bay. Mm-hmm. We're going to learn a lot about the team for that and whether these improvements can maintain. I was reading a story about A.J. Brown earlier today. He's like, yeah, I don't have any friends. The only joy I got out of my life is football. Why don't I do cocaine? Because catching the football makes me feel that way. This seems full of maniacs.
Yeah, I didn't read that yet. I saw that article. I'm going to read it tonight. Is that what he actually said? No, good.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Is that sneeze?
It's worth reading. It's in The Athletic. It's a profile and sort of how his relationship with DK Metcalf at Ole Miss. You learn a lot about the guy, but they're maniacs. They can play great football. We've just seen more from all the teams that we're putting ahead of them at this point in the season.
Yeah, that's sad about A.J. Brown. I hope he's doing okay. You know, I know he's had those like spouts with depression before. I mean, like, I hope he's doing fine there. Maybe
being a football player is so tough.
Maybe he's gonna get I don't know. Maybe he gets traded. Maybe he actually does get traded. It's starting to actually
look traded.
What? He can't get traded?
I mean, I don't think the Eagles are going to take a gigantic cap hit to move off the most important player in their offense.
Cap. I know a lot of people have been talking about him getting moved, and I don't think it'll happen. I think Philly would be crazy to do it because he's remarkably important to that team. But I don't know if he's like walking around the locker room and is like miserable.
I've actually seen some rumors, either AJ Brown or Chris Olave to Pittsburgh.
AJ Brown's awesome. If you guys got him, I think he'd help a lot. Like you got like someone like George Pickens.
That'd be awesome.
Did that come from your source?
Yeah, is that your source?
No, that's multiple sources.
You know, one time we're all talking in the group chat. And Jack's like, source out here in Pittsburgh tell me that Josh Allen could be on the table for Pittsburgh. This is like back in like July or something. We're like, what? What are you talking? Jack's like, yeah, I think Josh Allen could be a good trade package on the way back to Buffalo.
Not even the best sources bat 1,000.
I said to Jack, and
Eric,
I still
we're going to trade T.J. Watt in a single first-round pick for Josh Allen.
That's what it was. Yeah,
not even the best sources bat 1,000. Some sources are wrong sometimes.
I actually think if I were the Steelers, it might be worth trade. Like if you could set aside financial purposes, if you traded the entire roster for Josh Allen, I think it would be worth it.
Yeah, I would trade the entire roster for Josh Allen.
And I'm not joking. Like I'm thinking this through. If you traded everyone, you'd have what?
Yeah.
First year with Josh, you'd have to get like supplementary players. And then by year like 4, I think you could have a Super Bowl
he's
caliber roster.
He's 28.
Yeah. He'd be 32. Yeah, probably in the entering the prime of his pure pass. Like he'd be really smart behind the.
Well, and let's be clear. This Bills roster is basically constructed like they did that trade.
Yeah, like I'd trade
and there are to a degree they are Super Bowl.
I would trade the whole roster for Josh Allen. I feel like most
Isn't that amazing.
I feel like most teams would.
If the Steelers called up like, hey, we're willing to offer for Josh
the
like, what
entire
do you
roster,
everything. That would be the meme. What did it cost?
But the Bills wouldn't even do it.
No, I would.
They would lose Josh Allen.
So we got the Eagles at 5, and that brings it over to me at 4. I'm going to put the Green Bay Packers at 4. Great second half. Great fourth quarter, really. You know, as Jack said, the game is 4 quarters. So the first half, Packers did have their struggles. They showed everyone what they could be in that second half, which is the best team in football. And if they show up like that, they'll be number 1 very quickly. But I'd like to see the consistency. I do believe that they'll get there as they continue to get guys back from injury, get a little bit healthier. And there are ups and downs in a season. It's a long year. Teams enter hot stretches. Teams enter cold streaks. So I got Green Bay at 4. And I think they're going to go on a little bit of a heater here. I anticipate them moving up.
Well, if you're going to put the Packers at 4, that means Pittsburgh's in at 3. Me and Ziggy were talking off air. Came to an agreement that Ziggy, you want to take it away?
As you guys often do.
You want to take it away for a second?
Look, it's the Green Bay Packers, as you said, they had a great quarter. They're better for 1 quarter of the game. That means the Steelers are 3 times better than them.
Yeah. Like the Steelers were better we won 3 quarters. The Packers won 1.
You decisively won 2 quarters. The Packers only decisively won 1 quarter.
Yeah. So I don't know how you could say you could put Green Bay so high above the Steelers after we pretty much beat them 3 out of the 4 quarters.
Because
How many people in the comments right now are like raging at Jack?
Oh yeah, they're going nuts.
It's because in one quarter, the Packers effectively won the game in one quarter. That's all it took to beat you guys. Was one good quarter.
but we beat them good in 2 good quarters.
Yeah, if it was a 2-quarter game, yeah, I'd have you higher. But it's a 4-quarter game. Who do you have at 3?
All right, the Steelers. I'm serious. Number 3, I'm going the Chiefs.
Still can't get there, can you?
Not yet.
Still can't get
I mean,
there.
the Commanders are horrible.
They are.
They're horrible.
Yeah, especially without Jane Daniels.
But look,
with Jane Daniels, they're fine.
Another Chiefs blowout. They're crawling up my rankings slowly but surely. So they're number 3.
You'll all get there. Ziggy's already there. So,
I mean, I've been there for a while, but look, you can't be that mad we're putting the team at 3.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not that mad, but I mean, there's no world they should be behind the Lions. They spanked them.
I'm more worried about the team they're behind at number 2.
Don't.
Unfortunately, I mean, we've got to put the Colts up here.
All right.
Well, what are you upset about? Who do you want to go in there?
I'd rather have the Lions go there.
Wait, but hold on. But the Eagles beat the Chiefs. How are the Chiefs ahead of the Eagles? Like we can go head to
You
head.
want me to make the Colts the best team?
Yeah, no.
football?
I mean, we can't. I agree with you. We shouldn't play the transit property game. But that was a little earlier. That was without Rashee Rice, without Worthy. And look, the Chiefs beat the Lions without Worthy as well. Without Rice.
People want me to make the Colts the best team in football because they've won the most games. They've looked very good out there. And at a certain point, I'm going to have to stop insisting that they're not going to run the table because Daniel Jones is their quarterback. You'd think after 8 weeks I'd be off that. And I am to an extent. They're much higher in my power rankings than they've been before.
You're a hater.
I'm not a hater.
You're Daniel Jones hater.
I'm an evidentialist. I want to see some evidence from this team. If you look at the teams that they've actually beat, they beat the Broncos week 1, a great win. Otherwise, it's been the Titans twice, the Raiders, the Cardinals, and a nice win in Los Angeles to beat the Chargers. I like one of those wins.
Yeah,
now they get
enough.
a chance to stack up some more, right? You get the Chiefs, you get the Steelers, you get the Texans, you get the Seahawks.
Oh, they'll beat us.
But the second half of the season is much harder.
One of those things is not like
They're not going to finish with only 2 losses.
Seattle's good.
They're not going to be a 14-3 team. So I like the Colts. They're very good, but they're going to slow down a little bit, and that's why I don't have them at 1.
No, I agree completely. I was trying to manifest some hope here in how the Steelers could beat the Colts this weekend.
So it's okay for him. It's okay for him to look ahead, but not
like I currently don't. Well, he has them at number 2.
Yeah, the Ravens.
You have the Broncos out of the top 10, and the Ravens at 10. Like that's totally different.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I interrupted you.
So I was looking trying to manifest how we can beat the Colts this weekend because I don't think there's a way. I think Taylor will go nuts. The Colts will score 40 points and won't get killed. But then I looked at who the Colts have beaten, and they seriously have beaten nobody.
Well, I just watched the Chargers beat the crap out of the Vikings, so that's a football team
with healthy tackles.
But you're also
that's a football team.
Like you're also a high school team. But like, we've played Green Bay. I mean, like we've played better teams than the Colts have played.
Yeah, Colts, and actually, Jack, that is sort of my logic with Baltimore too. Is that they've played really hard games, and I think like they had the Colts schedule, they'd be really good. Like I think that maybe
I don't like playing that game.
only when it works in your favor.
No. I don't like putting a team 4 games worse than another team in the power rankings.
So I guess that means at 1. I mean, Bucs fans could be happy. I could put the Bucs there. I could put the Broncos there. That would make you happy, and I'll put the Lions at 1. I have them in my top 5. I think I have them at 3. Oh no, I have 4 right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to freak out too much over Detroit 1. We'll see about the secondary here. They're going to get some guys back, but they play inspired every single week. Great, unstoppable offense. No issues there at 1. Do you guys want real quick? So we could go through our top 10 here. Wound up being number 10, the Ravens, 9, the Bucks, 8, the Seahawks, 7, Bills, 6, Rams, top 5, Eagles, Packers, Chiefs, Colts, Lions. Real quick, let's just run through our individual top 10s. Jack, can you read yours first here?
Yeah, let me pull it up. By the way, like if you swap Baltimore, Denver there, it's a perfect top 10.
I actually think no. You know who's missing from the list is the Patriots. The Patriots should be on that list.
Yeah, maybe at 10 ahead of the Ravens. 10 Broncos, 9 Bucks, 8 Rams, 7 Bills, 6 Seahawks, 5 Eagles, 4 Chiefs, 3 Packers, 2 Colts, 1 Lions.
Okay. Personally, I think you're a little low on the Rams, but yeah.
I just punched it for a bye week. That's all it was.
Ziggy?
At my list, I've got the Patriots at 10, the Broncos at 9, the Seahawks at 8, the Bills at 7, Rams 6, Eagles 5, Colts 4, Lions 3, Chiefs 2, Packers 1.
Figures.
He's back.
The Packers had the best quarter in football we've seen this year. They just beat the Steelers on the road. I've had them at 1 for weeks.
They're
right back where they
$170
belong.
million defense, right?
Yeah, that's the highest paid defense in the
The
league.
best quarter might be, the Broncos did put up 33 in a quarter. That
Against the Giants.
against the Steelers. I mean,
No, we're better than the Giants, so that's not even comparable.
I have 10 Ravens, 9 Patriots, 8 Seahawks, 7 Bills, 6 Eagles, 5 Packers, 4 Lions, 3 Rams. Best team in the NFC for my power rankings this week. 2 Colts and 1 Chiefs. I was pretty impressed with the Colts at 2 there. And they'll have a chance. They'll have a chance to make the jump. Okay, we're going to talk about a few of the games here. We said the Monday morning headlines. Ziggy, Jack, and I will each pick one game. We're going to say what the headline will be on Monday morning. Briefly break down a little bit of the game. Again, there's no ex-players here. We're not crunching the numbers too much, but we're going to give you a little bit of insight into the game.
Ziggy might be
in our prediction. Well, Ziggy does crunch the numbers, and I do my fair degree. There's some really fun film review guys on TikTok and Twitter that I'm just addicted to. I get in the rabbit hole and I watch them
Paul
break it
gets his
down.
football information from Twitter and TikTok. No wonder he thinks the Chiefs are the best team in football.
No, it's just fun. I like watching play breakdowns on Instagram. It's fun.
When you're
You have a headline.
When you're a super knowledgeable man like me, you can just get it from your own head.
Oh, I believe in the eye test more than most people I know. Like, I have no problem at all when people come on and they're like, it's the eye test, man. Just reasonably, articulate it. Do you have your headline, Jack?
I do.
Okay.
So it'll come out Green Bay, Wisconsin. Going to Packers. Green Bay, obviously, it's fitting. I'm a new Packer fan.
Oh, you're a convert?
But it's unfortunate for us this weekend because we're going to go out to Lambeau and open the newspaper and it's going to say, we beat Rodgers, but at what cost?
Are you serious?
Because now they're going to look ahead past the Panthers and it's not going to be good.
Jest. Okay. I thought you were serious. I thought you were like vengeful right there.
No, I was going to say kitty cat stomped. Kitty cat stomped. Kitty cats lost their purr.
God.
Look, I like that.
Kitty cats lost.
What?
Kitty cats. How about just lost their purr?
No, you gotta
Stomp
If I
kitty
open a
cats.
newspaper and it says kitty cat stomped, I'd be like, is there some like cat serial killer going around?
I actually started a new show based on a serial killer from Florence, Italy. It's actually really good, based on a true story.
The kitty cat killer.
No, it's the monster of Florence.
I can't watch those. They freak me out too much.
It's a little weird, but it's good. No, it's going to say lost their purr, kitty cat stomped. That's a good one.
Thank you.
I like that.
Yeah, it's great minds here.
Listen, I saw this Green Bay team a couple days ago in my stadium, and in the last quarter and a half, when they finally woke up, looked like a team who could win the Super Bowl. Romeo Dobbs was awesome. Kraft was Gronk. Jordan Love made some great plays. Was able to scramble, find his guys. Didn't get sacked once. The offensive line kept him upright. Defense got to Rodgers. Like, this team looked amazing. And if the Packers can play like this in the last quarter and a half, which they're capable of, they've shown it several times.
They'll win the Super Bowl.
They'll win the Super Bowl. Yeah. Now, with that being said, you're playing Aaron Rodgers. The Packers really, really, really were up to play this game, just like they were the first 2 games of the season.
Mm-hmm.
They were hosting Detroit. They were up to play it. They were hosting Washington with Jaden Daniels, Thursday Night Football. They're up to play it. It's hard to get up to play Cleveland. They lost that game.
Hard to get it up for Cleveland.
It's hard to get it up to play Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
It was a struggle.
Yep.
It's easy to get up for primetime when you're playing against Aaron Rodgers.
It's hard to get up for Joe Flacco in the Bengals. A second time for Joe Bank. Can you really do another round with Joe Flacco?
And now, the good thing about this week,
I'm sorry.
the good thing about this week is that you're at home. But again, another game like the Cardinals or the Browns. Now you just beat Aaron Rodgers. You just beat the Steelers. Now you come home and host the Panthers, and it's easy.
Yeah, dude, the Panthers stink, man.
They do. They do. But it's the NFL.
Yeah.
It's the NFL. Like, I can't tell you how I saw a 12-2 Steelers team lose at home to the 2-12 Bucks one year. Like, when you win a big game, a game you want to win, it's easy to come home a 1 p.m. a noon game out there. It's hard to get up for the Carolina Panthers.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, I'll give away 5 free shirts for the show immediely if the Panthers
I'm
beat
not
the
saying they're
Packers.
going to lose.
No, I know.
Shirts for this show.
I know. I'm saying we're in the process of making them. I'll give away 5 free shirts.
I'm not here saying the Packers lose to Panthers.
No, I understand that. I'm saying though, like I would be just floored, like totally.
Would I.
Yeah.
But like we've seen this before.
Yeah, no,
like,
we
it's the pros.
We have.
But if you want to host the playoffs, win your division, like you're competing with the Lions, if you want to host the big time teams in Lambeau in the playoffs and not go on the road, these are the games you got to take care of business. Like, treat them like they're the Steelers or the Lions and just come out,
kick ass,
take the wind out of their sails, and kick ass. Like, that's all I have to say about this game. Like, the Packers, we know, obviously, are the much better team. You can be a 3-year-old and say this.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of not taking Carolina lightly. You're in your home stadium. Treat them like they're the Steelers with Aaron Rodgers. Treat them like they're Detroit. Come out, go up 14-0 off the bat. Take the wind out of their sails and cruise. That's all there is for me to say on this game.
I'm looking at this game to be a nice spot for Josh Jacobs to finally break out. He's had a good season in terms of, like, he's playing hard, and I think he's had a couple really important plays in individual games, but he hasn't had the numbers to back it up the way he did last season. We saw what James Cook and the Buffalo Bills did last weekend. Cook had 216 yards, right, in like the third quarter. I actually thought he was going to break Adrian Peterson's 296-yard individual game record, 11.4 yards a carry. It just they tore through Carolina. And one of the films I was watching from these TikTok people and Instagram people, we're watching the Carolina front four, and it's just the actual placement of their guys along the line. It was pretty interesting looking at. You should go watch it. It's like Film Watchers. This kid does a great job, I'm telling you. But it's like Carolina would just every single time they would leave the strong side of the field with one edge defender, and the Bills were running right down their throat. They wouldn't put another guy over the guard, and James Cook was running like crazy. If they do that again, Josh Jacobs going to have a big day. They don't get to the quarterback. Love should be fine back there. They're 26th in the league in sacks generated. I think the Packer offense is just going to be too much, and even with Bryce Young back, whatever that means to people, I can't see a world where they keep up with the Green Bay offense.
I saw it this week. If you keep Jordan Love on his feet, there's too many guys.
They don't get to the quarterback.
There's too many guys who will pick you apart. Packers are too many. The offense will destroy Carolina. Yeah. Again, just get up for the game and treat it like it's the Lions.
Ziggy, you got anything on this one before we go to your Monday morning headline?
The thing I want to see, I know we talked a lot about the offense here. I want to see some consistency from this defense. We've seen the Packers generate big plays, and there's no doubt that was important in them beating the Steelers.
Yeah.
How many weeks has it been? And now Devontae Wyatt's back. We have some hope that someone other than Micah Parsons can make a consistent impact. That's got to start happening. And the Andy Dalton, Bryce Young mashup of the Carolina Panthers has to be an opportunity where your defense can consistently get production.
Yeah. Yeah, it just does. All right, Ziggy, where are you taking us?
I didn't really want to take us here, but it's the other NFC North game of the week.
Another blowout.
The Minnesota Vikings are heading to Detroit, and I've got a headline you guys might not be expecting for this game, actually. The Minnesota Vikings are bringing back J.J. McCarthy. It's his first start in a long time.
In Michigan.
We're starting to get a little bit healthier on this team. And the headline for this game is simple. Skull. SKULL.
Oh.
Because the Minnesota Vikings are getting absolutely murdered in Detroit this weekend. I hate to say it. I would love to come here and tell you all of the things about the Minnesota Vikings that make me believe that we could win this game. The Lions are injured. They've got plenty of players, including some who are important, who are injured in practice. Terrion Arnold is back in practice, so at least one of the Lions' weaker cornerbacks is the one coming back. Brian O'Neill is limited in practice. Christian Darrisaw and Van Ginkel are practicing in full. Hopefully they'll be back for the game. So like, I'd love to be able to sit here and tell you that makes a difference. Aiden Hutchinson just got the biggest, most guaranteed money to a non-quarterback in NFL history. The Lions defense is roaring. The offense is clicking. Minnesota is reeling. I'm not going to say, I've said I'm tired of us being a get-right team. We're not a get-right team for the Lions because the Lions are already right. We're a next-level team for them. And I have a hard time seeing how Minnesota even covers an 8.5-point spread here.
Oh, glad to see you.
Hey, look, JJ
Tell
McCarthy.
me why I'm wrong, Paul. I'd love to hear it.
Little homecoming for JJ McCarthy comes back to Michigan. You know, you don't think he could play with some extra juice up there?
Yeah, I was trying to, in going over this game, I was trying to find some reasons for optimism. And just as I went through, you know, the Vikings offense has been horrible. It's really been pretty bad this year. Even when we moved the ball, we were ineffective in the red zone. We'll see, right, with Darrisaw, Van Ginkel, Brian O'Neill, a couple really important guys, status up in the air to a degree still. But one thing I came across was the Vikings offensive line. And Ziggy, I think we're getting Darrisaw and O'Neill back, right?
Darrisaw practiced in full. O'Neill was limited, but it looks like they'll both play.
Because we're getting some really, really concerning news reports out of Minnesota about the locker room starting to get lost and the medical staff, the training staff there in Minnesota being just really bad this year. And I mean, you can kind of see it, right? Like Darrisaw's been in and out. Van Ginkel, where has he been? McCarthy, with all the inconsistencies in the reporting around him, that's bad. And this is something that we've preached throughout Kevin O'Connell's time here, is how you know, together this team is. And this is the first time we're starting to see some fractures there. I'm a little concerned. I'm more concerned for JJ. If that offensive line is not good to go, just listen to these numbers, guys. With Darrisaw, O'Neill, and Kelly, okay? The Vikings have 1 sack allowed, as opposed to with Walter Roos, Justin School, Blake Brandell, and Michael Juergens, the backups, compared to 13 sacks allowed. 13 pressures compared to 43 pressures. 1 QB hit to 7. And then the average pass blocking grade, 72.1 to 57.6. Like, it is just a world of difference.
So I'm guessing the Steelers played those backups.
Yes, you did.
Because I was going to say, to make that defense look like world beaters is just insane.
No, and this is kind of the problem here. Is like, that's what Carson Wentz was dealing with most of his time. Like, the line has just not been healthy at all. And I'm not saying if they were healthy, this Vikings team would be that much better, but that might equate to 1 win right there. Like that, I mean, that's really, really bad play from your backups. And if you throw JJ out there behind the line that's not ready to go, that's been this bad, he's going to get crushed. We're going to feel bad again. It just goes to show there's a little bit more to the story here than just, quarterback has been terrible, quarterbacks have been hurt. This whole Vikings team, I didn't even address the defense. There's just been so many injuries. It's been bad. It's been a lot of bad luck in Minnesota and Detroit. You know, where are the weaknesses on offense? It's hard to find.
What's the fight? What are you, 3-5?
We're 3-4.
We're 3-4, and our next 2 games are at Detroit and we host Baltimore, right?
Yes.
Oh, still losing Troy and beat Baltimore.
Well, I don't know if we'll be, but
we have to go 1-1 over that stretch, or the season is more or less mathematically over. It's already feeling over, but JJ McCarthy has got to get it done in one of those 2 games.
Now, there isn't the area where you could try and find some hope for us is the Lions do have a lot of injuries in secondary. They're getting Brian Branch back. We'll see if Kirby Joseph, and I know apparently Terry and Arnold might be in this game. With the injuries they've had, if we're healthy up front, maybe JJ could take advantage there. There's like some room for optimism that the Vikings could have success when you have Jefferson Addison outside against the banged up secondary. Now, last year it didn't work because Amik Robertson had like the game of his life against Jefferson.
Random cornerbacks always have the games of their life against the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, and if that happens, that happens. But it's hard for me to really have any confidence because our defense has been so bad. And the Lions are, third in scoring. Goff second in completion. He's a third in passing touchdowns. Like they're a great offense, and we won't be able to keep up in a shootout. So even if JJ plays great, I think we're in all likelihood walking away with a loss here. Can we move to my game, or do you want to talk about the Vikings?
Yes, no, please,
Is there anything else?
please, yeah, please go to
This is actually the game of the week. I mean, I appreciate you guys for shouting out the NFC North teams. The game of the week is in Orchard Park in Buffalo. We're the 5-3.
Here he goes.
We're the
Here he
5-3
goes.
Kansas City Chiefs. My 5-3. No. The 5-3 Kansas City Chiefs take on Josh Allen and the 5-2 Buffalo Bills. Man, I was going to take Buffalo up until this very moment where Ziggy started snoozing.
Here we go.
Oh, you're Buffalo?
Oh, so you woke up.
Sorry. I was dreaming of actually important football games in the NFC North.
I think what's going to happen here is
Not Steelers Colts.
You're gonna open up the pages in Buffalo, the newspaper. It's gonna be a picture of Travis Kelce holding the football up in the end zone. It's gonna say, "We know this all too well." The Chiefs come in to Buffalo and beat the Bills. Now I know the regular season game usually belongs to Buffalo, but Kansas City guys over the past since week 4, right? Best total offense in football, 415 yards per game. Best passing offense in football. They're averaging the 4th most rushing yards per game. 2nd best red zone offense efficiency. They've been fantastic. Like Patrick Mahomes has gone for 303 touchdowns now in 3 straight games. 3 touchdowns and 100 plus passer rating in 3 straight games. Rice is back. Worthy's back. It's made all the difference. They've jumped astronomically in every offensive category, exactly as I predicted. The Bills are a very good team. I mean, a top 10 team to me. But I'm just, the Chiefs are rolling, man. And when they're rolling, they're hard to beat.
I hate the fact that I agree. Like I don't think Buffalo wins this game. I'm also.
And it's not me. It's not me on my hands and knees for Kansas City. I really don't think
no,
it
is.
That.
It is.
I really don't think it is.
It is. It's you're red throating them, but that's okay. I'm not super high on Buffalo. I think they're good. What they did last week obviously impressed me, scoring 40 points. Looked like the Bills that I want to see them look like. But again, I've said this for the last couple weeks. They've been lower in my power rankings. I believe Josh Allen is great, but I believe he is really all they have.
It'll be a great game. I do think it'll be a great game.
Will be. Like in Buffalo, yeah, the Chiefs won't go there and blow them out.
I think Buffalo can absolutely win.
But the Chiefs are also road proof. Like I wanted to bet Buffalo this weekend. I'm not going to do it. Kansas City, to me, at the end of the day, come the 4th quarter, they're the better team. I think they walk away with a win. Like I don't.
How many times have we seen this game before? In the regular season, Buffalo wins. In the postseason, Kansas City wins. We've seen this game so many times. An emotional, gritty win. The Buffalo Bills get it done and prove that they're legit this season.
Then lose.
Then they go to Arrowhead in the playoffs and lose. Now, maybe you can say it'll be flipped this time. Kansas City doesn't go into Orchard Park and win in the regular season. No, I'm taking Buffalo all day.
Didn't Chiefs go to Buffalo? Was it last year?
No, that was in the playoffs. Regular season, the Bills won. Postseason, the Chiefs won.
Postseason, they won in Kansas City.
Yeah,
they lost in the regular season in Buffalo.
I thought they went to Buffalo.
The Bills own them in the regular season. Yeah. Like the Bills own the regular season.
Yeah, so why is this different? Because Rashee Rice is playing?
I just think like this
Rashee Rice
season
matters. Yeah, Rashee Rice matters.
I agree.
This season we've seen. I know you're up to play certain games, but we've seen the Bills. Not look great against the Saints. Look bad against the Falcons. With the way Kansas City is playing right now, they seem to have found their stride a bit. I'm rooting for Buffalo.
That's what it is. Look, if this game, if Kansas City, I agree with you. I think Kansas City is playing their best football of the year, and Buffalo is trying to get back there. They're trying to find it. I don't think they found it this year. If Buffalo came into this game,
this would go a long way. Buffalo could win this game.
Oh yeah, they could definitely win. But if Buffalo came into this game red hot, and Josh is playing the best football that he's played all year, I would pick Buffalo. But right now, I think Kansas City is in their groove, and the Bills are still figuring it out. Yeah, Cook was amazing against the Panthers. I don't expect them to run for 200 plus yards again. I think that would be kind of ridiculous. Now, Buffalo does have going for them. Their pass rush has been awesome this year. I think they had the 2nd highest pressure rate in football, and that that works against Mahomes when you can really get there. We've seen that. If they can get there, they control the clock as well as better than any team in football. Keep the ball out of his hands because I do think this Chiefs offense is just rolling. Buffalo can absolutely win this game, but yeah, I think the Ed Oliver injury hurts them. It's to me, it's Kansas City, and then we'll reevaluate. If Buffalo wins, I'll come on here and be they play better.
I think a better headline for you would be to pick the Bills in this game. And then when the Chiefs beat them in the playoffs, that's when you say
all too well.
All too well.
That's
the better headline. You should have picked Buffalo, and then flash forward in January.
What could the Buffalo win headline be? It's on.
all too well.
All too well. Yeah, it could be all too well. Okay, let's get into Zig or Zach here. 3-0.
The Zig into the Zig.
Can we just? I finally said I was going to play things normally and hit Zig or Zag, and what do you know? It's 3-0.
We sacrificed a jack hat for it, though.
Yeah, I know. At what cost? Zig or Zag, Ziggy? Who you got this week?
Producer Zach is not going to be on board for this. I don't know if anyone else says.
I always Zach. If it's about the Dolphins, he doesn't care. He's out.
No, it's about the Ravens, but it is about the Ravens-Dolphins game. Tua Tagovailoa has had ups this season, and he's had downs. He's had big downs. And Baltimore's going to Miami, but you've got to play the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is back. But there's one steady thing about this Ravens team. I don't care if everybody's off IR. When Lamar Jackson plays, they don't get turnovers. That's never been the story for Baltimore. So this could look really, really bad. But I'm taking the line on Tua interceptions as 0.5. It's even on either side. I'm saying Tua does not have an interception this game. I think he's going to take care of the ball. Maybe there'll be a fumble. I think the Dolphins are going to get absolutely blown out. But Tua's not going to throw a pick. And at least they'll have that going for them, which is nice.
Just to put it out there, did you see that he had a swollen eye last game?
Tua?
Yeah, his left eye was swollen.
Maybe he's better with
all
a swollen
game.
eye.
And
he threw 4 touchdowns.
He's better with a swollen eye.
No interceptions. This is why he can't be my quarterback.
Listen.
This is why.
I'm going to zig with you because it's Halloween, it's spooky season.
What was that? I don't know if I like that.
I do believe
it's spooky season.
I do believe things get a little spooky tomorrow down in Miami.
This is the biggest zag.
Wouldn't that be a zag then?
You got Lamar Jackson coming back. Baltimore's a big favorite. I think things do get a little spooky. I don't think Tua throws a pick. I think Miami wins the game too. So I'm going to zig.
You've got the Miami money line in this.
He said Tua doesn't throw a pick. I'm zigging that.
If you think Miami's going to be in the game, Tua will throw a pick because there'll be a late game drive to win, and they'll throw an interception. Which
things are different tomorrow.
I hope so. I have said before, I root for the Dolphins week in and week out. If they're not playing the Vikings, I'm all aboard, Zach. I'm gonna go. I think he throws an interception tomorrow night, though. If it's close, he'll throw a pick. If it's a blowout, that means he's playing terrible, and there'll be a pick. I'm zagging. What's next?
All right, pick number 2. The Chicago Bears go to play the Cincinnati Bengals.
Thriller.
Now, Joe Flacco looks like he will be out for this one due to a shoulder injury. And what does that mean? That means Jake Browning is going to be starting. So you'd think the Bears, they're favored by 3. They're going to Cincinnati. They're off a tough loss. This is a good spot for them. But you forget one thing. Jake Browning is a terrible starter, but he is an elite backup. When he comes in as a backup for a game, everything clicks for that first game. So I'm taking the Bengals +3. I do not think the Bears as a road favorite does not sit right with me. I think the Bears are going to go into Cincinnati and they're going to lose. So Bengals +3 here. They're not winning.
I think, I'm with you. I'm an anti-Bears guy.
Bengals +3.
I mean, I'm back on the Caleb hate train after that blowout against Baltimore's backups.
So
that's a big zag for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna zig.
So I hear you, Ziggy, and I'm going to statistically refute you right now. When Jake Browning, when he comes in like in the Jaguars game, they did win that football game. I mean, he threw 3 picks. He then started the Viking game, which he's starting this week. He's not coming in as a backup. He's starting the game. Against the Vikings, that was the 48-10 loss. So
no, you don't understand. It's not what coming in the middle of the game.
He's saying
first game after
the first appearance after.
Yeah, his first game after injury was the Viking game.
No, it was the Jags game.
Well, he came
It
in
was the
mid game.
Jags game. You look at
That's when he came in
last
mid game
year.
and he threw 3 interceptions.
No, but he's saying like
I don't care. I'm not picking the Bengals.
he's saying first appearance with Jake Brown.
Sure, Jaguars or Vikings. I don't care. Browning's been really bad this year.
So Paul's just saying he's zagging.
I'm
That's where he's
totally
going.
zagging again. I think Chicago wins this.
Yeah, but
I think Chicago wins big.
The Bears is a road favorite though.
Yeah,
I want
because
you to
Browning
step back and
threw
listen to
5
what you
picks.
just said.
Yeah, the Bears suck.
Chicago wins big on the road in a must-win game for Cincinnati.
You say, what must-win game for Cincinnati? What are we talking? The Bengals are out. It just means nothing.
Yeah, the Bears are terrible.
It's a must-win game for Chicago more than Cincinnati. The
You know who's gonna
Bengals
go
have
off
no
this game? Ziggy's favorite player,
Colston Loveland. No, DeAndre Swift.
DeAndre Swift.
Oh yeah, the Bears.
This
But,
is Swift.
like,
big game
is this
all over.
Bengals team much worse than the Ravens without Lamar? And they just clocked the Bears by 2 touchdowns.
What?
Oh, and he's saying the Ravens without Lamar.
Yeah, just beat
Are
the
they
crap
similar
out of the Bears. Like, are they much better than this current Bengals team?
I think
Oh.
their defense had a lot of guys back. I'd take the Ravens defense over the Bengals defense. But I mean, look, it doesn't matter.
And they
Like, to
played-
say like the Bears lose
Yeah,
this
but-
game is not ridiculous.
but the Ravens played Huntley this week, right?
Yeah, the Ravens. That's what Jackson.
That's what I'm saying.
He's
All
saying are the Ravens with Huntley just as good as
Yeah,
the
Zach,
Bengals with
Bruce,
Brown.
Zach, you got to wake up, dude.
Yeah, I'm zagging. Complete. That's the biggest zag I've ever had on the show.
I'm zigging.
All right. I bet I can get you on board for this last one, Paul. Maybe it'll be better if you weren't actually. So we'll see.
Yeah, this actually bodes well for you, I'd say.
I'm going to maybe the most exciting game of the week, what I would call game of the week. There's huge stakes for both these teams. The Jacksonville Jaguars are going to play the Las Vegas Raiders at 4:25 this
The
weekend.
Jags actually need
And,
to win that. Yeah.
This is one of the worst games on the slate, but something stood out to me. You know who's back for the Raiders this game?
Myers.
Bowers.
Oh, well, Jacoby Myers is playing, but so
Is
is
Bowers?
BCB. Brock Bowers is back.
Finally, I can
And,
use him on my team. Jeez.
That means Geno Smith has all of his weapons. I know it's been a rough run for Geno, but against the Patriots when he had all his weapons, 360 yards. Commanders, he had all his weapons, 290 yards. The Jaguars are giving up an average of 340 defensive yards a game. Passing wise, they're at the near the bottom of the league. They're 27th. They're giving up an average of 250 rushing yards a
You
league.
see where this
game.
is going.
And you're telling me Geno Smith can sneak in here? The line's 227.5. I'm taking over. I have no idea who's going to win this game. I think it will be a terrible game. But with his weapons back, Geno Smith throws for at least 228 yards.
228. Is that what?
227.5 is the line we're
227.5.
going over.
I mean, you were 3-0 last week, Ziggy.
This could be 0-3. This week is
So-
dangerous.
You were 3-0 last week. It's tough to repeat 3-0, 3-0. So I'm thinking like 2-1. So I'm going to
Well,
say
last week did have the lock of the century of Will Reichard under 7.5. I mean, that was the easiest bet of my life.
Actually, no, 228. Again, that doesn't seem like much at all against Jacksonville.
That's the exact number he had against the Colts.
Let's see. Stafford threw for 182 against the Jags. The week before, Darnold threw for 295. Let's see the tiebreaker here. The week before that, Mahomes threw for 318.
But look, the Rams also killed the Jags. You can run the clock the whole second half.
Yeah, no,
like the Raiders.
Yeah, I see
won't-
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna zig that too. I'm gonna go 3-0 with yours. I'm gonna zig
Man,
that.
whatever you said in this game, I would have trouble zigging because I don't want to be on the Raiders or Jags or
But
anything.
230 yards against Jacksonville.
I'm gonna zig with you. Yeah, you got me on the zig. You got me there. So we got that Geno Smith 227.5. We
I
got 2
zigged all.
zigs. We have the Bengals +3. Jack zigged. I zagged. I said the biggest zag in the history of Ziegler zag. And the first one, remind me. First one, I zagged.
The first one was Tua under
Tua
0.5
under.
interceptions.
Jack zigged. I zagged.
I mean, if
Bruce's Zach, I think, had the biggest zag for him in the history of Ziegler
If
zag.
betting against the Bears is the biggest zag ever, Ziggy's been pretty good
I thought you were a Bears guy. You were a big Bears and Panthers guy 2 weeks ago.
until the Ravens third stringers blew them out.
All right, let's get into game
To be
picks
fair,
here.
He's responsive to evidence. I can't believe you're getting on Jack for responding to evidence.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just
take the wins. Take the wins. Game picks.
Game
The
picks.
Ravens, 7.5 point favorites, going to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Jack, are you sticking with a Dolphin win? Fins up.
Just like when the Eagles went to MetLife as big favorites on Thursday night and I picked the Giants. It's the same deal. I'm picking Miami. Spooky season. Baltimore stinks.
I could not have predicted a Dolphins blowout last week. The Dolphins are starting to get hot. What am I saying? I can't pick Miami to win this game. I'm taking the Ravens to cover. I'm not letting Zach trick me.
Producer Zach, maybe a little.
Dolphins.
Yeah, you can't pick against your guys. I'm gonna say Ravens, but I'm gonna put the Fins up anyway because I just like doing it. I'm with you. I'm with you in spirit, Zach, but I'm not putting my reputation.
I'm with the Dolphins in spirit too.
I actually love the Dolphins to cover.
Falcons at Patriots. New England's a 5.5 point favorite.
I'll take the Pats with the points.
I'm taking the Patriots. Yeah, easy.
Pats all day.
Penix Jr. should return for this game. Apparently, Kirk is looking to get traded somewhere where he could start.
Come to Miami.
Well, who knows what's going on there.
Come to
I'll be
Miami.
rooting for Kirk no matter what. I'm going Patriots. I'm going to go Patriots. I think they cover the 5.5.
You're really debating this? The Patriots have looked phenomenal.
No. That's not what I'm debating. I'm just debating. I was about to say I think New England wins in a rout.
The Falcons are strange.
But the Falcons are a weird team. They got enough weapons that make me hesitate on saying this will be. New England's been crushing bad teams.
Is Drake London going to play? Last week.
I know he was out. As long as Bijan's on the field,
What do you mean? As
does
long as
something for me.
Bijan's on the field. We just played him and absolutely annihilated them.
It looks like
Bijan on the
Drake
field.
London. It's looking on track to return. So with London back, with Penix back, I think New England wins this by like 10-14. So any Falcons? I'm sorry, Seb, the big Falcons, but they're weird. Would it surprise anyone if the Falcons won? And it's like, all right, what are they doing? The Panthers go to the Packers. Bryce Young returns. We're all on the Packers next. The Broncos at the Texans. Houston, a 1.5 point favorite coming off. A couple wins, big win over the 49ers for them.
Yeah, so last time we saw this was last week, right? Where Houston was a favorite, and we were all a little surprised.
Perplexed, yeah.
Same deal in Houston. Denver off a massive 20-point win on their home field.
They're in top 10 in Jack's power rankings.
They now go to Houston and lose. I got the Texans.
Their heads get a little big from this, you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got Houston.
I've also got Houston. They're at home. CJ Stroud's starting to click. Nico Collins is coming back. I'll take him. Why not?
This is another week where Houston loses. Like last week, we picked against them and they won. And now we're picking them and they're going to lose.
No Sertan, right?
No Sertan.
Correct.
No Sertan. Give me the Texans.
Are you certain he's not playing?
I'm like 99% sure. I think he's out for a while here.
Yeah.
Sertan being out and Nico and Christian Kirk both being back. It's the Texans, folks.
I'll tell you right now, I'm not taking the Texans. The Texans have been horrible this year. They beat a 49ers team ravaged by injuries that I was waiting for something like that to happen with them. I'm not
just watch, Paul. Just watch.
I've kind of flirted back and forth on being a believer or not. I'm kind of gonna hold off on making a comment.
Well,
there.
you're obviously not if the Ravens are ahead of them.
Well, I think the Texans are their offense has been horrible. If they win this week, then I'll reevaluate Houston. I'll respond to the evidence, and then we can start having some more serious conversations about the Texans. But
do you like evidence?
I do. I love evidence. I think evidence is great. It's great. The Chargers are 8.5 point favorites at the Titans. We're not going to do this unless producer Zach's taking the Titans.
Nope. Chargers.
All right, we're all on the
I'm
Chargers.
taking the Titans.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, seriously,
I've got a feeling.
the best.
I don't know why I have this feeling. I cannot explain.
Okay, I'm sorry. I
The
shouldn't.
Titans are not going to be a 1-16 team. The Chargers, they're coming off a great win. They've got a lot of rest. They've gotten to enjoy it. The Titans are mixing things up a little bit. They got to win sometime. And look, Derwin James and Ladd McConkey, they may or may not be playing. I've just got a weird feeling about the Titans. Once you start trading away players and give up on the season, teams respond to that in a weird way.
It's a bad.
I respect that pick.
I don't. Respect.
Yeah, I respect it.
I can say
because they can't lose every game they play.
Well, you know what? Then pick them to beat the Saints on December 28th. Don't pick them.
No, you can't.
No, but
there's upsets in the NFL.
But yeah, like it's going to be a team you
not
don't
like
think.
this. No.
No team's ever
Are we
covered.
really having this discussion?
No, but like
I can't believe we're having this.
We're not talking about covering Ziggy.
game-
You said I'm
No
picking the
teams ever
Titans.
won when they were 8-point dogs.
No,
That's what you're trying to tell me.
They
here?
have, but I'm not picking it. No.
the game
I'm
the
picking
Titans will win is a game where nobody thinks they will win.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like the Cardinals.
Like,
when they,
yeah,
understand.
the Cardinals
I
when they were down
understand.
20 points and
The
it's
Chargers have a perfect match.
Oh, we got to move up. We
and
got
DeMarcado threw the ball out of the
can't
dropped
listen
the
to
ball.
this.
That's when they won.
The
Yes.
Chargers also suck. They're not that good.
Oh, not what I saw. Not what I saw on Thursday night.
You'd lose.
Why would I pick against the Chargers? The Chargers look like the best team in football.
You'd
on
lose
Thursday night.
You'd lose the
There's
Highlands.
no way I'm taking the Titans. The Titans next win. They have the Texans after that. The Seahawks. The Jags. You could beat the Jags because anyone could beat the Jags. Then they go to Cleveland. There's a shot. At San Fran, no. Chiefs, no. Saints. There's 2 or 3, and then the Jags again. There's 3 more games. 4 more games the Titans might win. This
Wait,
is not
do
one.
they
of them.
host the
one of
Chiefs? Do they host the Chiefs?
Yes.
That'll be the win. They'll be the Chiefs.
That will not be the. Hey, I like. Do I like Cam Ward? He's a Miami guy.
I love Cam Ward.
Yeah, I like Cam Ward. I've supported him. I think
I'm a Ward believer.
he could be good. So, if the Titans win, I'll be happy for him. I just don't think they will. The Bears -3 at the Bengals.
The Bengals.
I'm on the Bears. Jackson and Ziggy are Bengals. Zach, are you with me or with them?
I'm on Bears.
Are you growling or roaring?
I'm growling.
Yeah, Bear.
Zach's growling.
Bear growls.
Yeah, the Bengals roar.
Colts 3-point favorites at Pittsburgh. Steelers at home. Good team.
Yeah, okay.
Good team. Tough to win.
This is a game the Steelers would win.
It is. I know.
Like, this is a game we'd come out and we'd win. He's all going to take us. I'll pick the Steelers.
New safety.
I've also got the Steelers winning this one. I don't think the Steelers are that bad. I think they're going to respond great to this loss. I'm not super high on the Colts. The Steelers, it's been how many weeks since they've had a magical play break right for them? It's eventually going to happen. I think this is the week.
We've got Kyle Duggar.
So we got Steelers, Zach?
Colts Forge.
Yeah, man. I mean, Ziggy, you're not high on them. They're number 2, and you put them number 2. like they're the Colts offense has been.
They're not number 2 in my power rankings. They're number 4 in my power rankings. And number 4 teams lose sometimes, like the number 14 team. It happens.
I would like to know, and it could be last year, honestly, but the last time that we lost 2 straight in back-to-back weeks in Pittsburgh has to have been a long time.
I don't know. Are you 500
Like-
every year, right? I mean, you guys have lost. A lot
Yeah,
of
but
games.
we win games at home though.
You're a good. Well,
Like, look that up. Like, I looked it up. I maybe you can't find it. I don't know.
I can find it, Jack. I can find it. All right.
Like dropping
The 2024
2 straight,
Steelers.
and it might have been last year.
You lost 4 games in a row to end the year. You lost to the Chiefs and Bengals both at home.
What are you saying at home?
Okay, but that's to the Chiefs and Bengals. Anyone will lose to the Chiefs and Bengals.
Oh, then we could go back to 2023.
But I'm saying like back-to-back weeks.
You lost to Arizona and New England in 2020.
Was it back-to-back weeks?
Back-to-back weeks? Yes. No. Yes, I'm reading back-to-back. Trubisky threw for 117 against Arizona. You lost 24-10. And then New England came in. Trubisky upped it to 290. You lost to Bailey Zappi.
Oh, weren't we like 5-1? Lost to the I remember that.
Yeah,
Oh, that was awful.
That was bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
All right, so the Steelers lose back-to-back at home. I'm going with the Colts. Next game.
I'm going I think Pittsburgh wins this game.
All right, we roll on. The 49ers go to the Giants. San Francisco, 2.5-point favorite.
The Giants.
Okay.
49ers.
Yeah, I'm going to... McCaffrey will have a big game. I'm going Niners. Vikings, 8.5-point dogs at Detroit.
Next.
I have to. You know I have to.
Next.
No, you don't.
I mean, I picked the Steelers.
It's just why? How come when Zach says I'm taking the Dolphins, everyone's like, "Oh, good for you, Zach. Stick with your team." And I go, "I'm gonna pick the Vikings." It's like,
No,
what's
you're
wrong
the
with
only
you?
one who says that.
Do you want to know the sad truth?
I know.
You want to know the sad truth?
You think we're gonna
The
win?
Dolphins are better than you.
That's too far,
I
Jack.
mean, maybe they might. Yeah. I mean,
I don't think it is too far.
no, I don't. I actually don't think it's too far. We're really
Like, you're really bad. Like, Zach picking the Dolphins, like, Miami could win, Minnesota can't.
I don't think Miami is much worse than us, but they are worse than us.
I'm not picking the Lions to be my team. Skull. Regretfully, skull. The
Skull.
Saints.
I mean, you have to. I picked the
The
Steelers.
Saints go to the Rams. We're all on the Rams. The Jags go to the Raiders and are 3-point favorites. Anyone taking Vegas here?
I could see Vegas winning this game.
Jacksonville's strange, man.
They are. I did pick Vegas, so I was pretty confident in Vegas when they hosted the Chargers a couple weeks back, and they got their ass kicked. So it's hard to pick Vegas.
It's hard to pick the Jags, though.
I know. It's like that.
I mean,
it's like
the Raiders are one of the worst teams in football. The Jaguars are merely bad.
Can I just take the over to crappy defenses?
44.5.
But
Well, there
two
could be a lot
bad
of turnovers.
offenses,
Yeah,
too.
it could be a lot of turnovers in that game. Well, Geno's going to go nuts.
230 yards is not going nuts.
I mean, when you throw 65 the week before, it kind of is.
No, I'm going to pick the Raiders. I'm feeling the Raiders. I'm pick the Raiders.
It is. I will say it is very interesting to see that Travis Hunter has won this wide receiver job away from Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah,
Like,
apparently
it's-
people are talking about Brian Thomas. That's got to be
What a rapid rise and fall.
that's got to be a top 3 fantasy bust this year. I mean, maybe number 1 is Brian.
Oh, he's a
Thomas
first
Jr.
rounder.
Yeah, that's been horrible. I'm going Jacksonville to win though. Brian Thomas Jr. huge game. Chiefs 1.5 point favorites at the Bills. As I said, I'm going Kansas City. Jack, you said Kansas City.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going Kansas
And Ziggy,
City.
you said Buffalo.
Yeah.
Seattle 3.5 point favorites at the Commanders. Jane Daniels should be back,
I don't care if he's playing.
right? I believe Jane Daniels is back for this one.
You don't care if Jaden Daniels plays football.
No, I think the Seahawks are the best team in the NFL.
Daniels expected Commanders expect full practices for Jane. Daniels.
I've been a Seahawks guy this whole year, so I'm not backing down. I got Seattle. Actually, I think I did back down from them, didn't I?
You did, and
But
then-
now I'm back.
yeah, but
So,
now you did it once.
yeah, Seattle.
Ziggy,
No, I'm taking Seattle.
He was trying to manifest the Commanders.
I'm gonna go Commanders. I think the Commanders will win.
You're
at
picking
home.
against Seattle?
I am.
I mean,
Yeah.
this
That's foolish.
This Commanders team, we have to
Seattle.
face the possibility that they might not be good.
Well,
They've got a bunch of old bad players.
you know what I'll tell
It's
you
like
right now.
the Steelers.
We had a question. We're gonna have the mailbag coming out later this week. The members only mailbag, and one of the questions was what take you're proud on from earlier in the year. Mine's probably with everyone picking Washington to win the division. I said, hold your horses here. This team's closer to a 10-win team last year than the 12-win team that they actually wound up being. And then Ziggy, I think you actually came on and were like, yeah, playoffs are in jeopardy, and we all agreed on that. So that's a proud take for the show. I still think they're going to win this football game, though. I don't think they're a bad team. The Cardinals go to the Cowboys, where Dallas is a 2.5 point favorite.
You know, real quick, I never got when people said this football game. Because, like, everybody knows that you're talking about a football game.
This game.
Yeah, like
I'm just being a little more descriptive.
no, I know, but it's...
Why even say game? They're going to win this. We know I'm talking about a game.
Yeah, sure.
How about just they're going to win? Like,
But
why not just they're going to win?
I never... Like, I say it, too. I say this football game, but I
It
question,
feels
I'm like...
better. It's like, hey, I'm going to go watch this football game.
No, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
What was the game?
This football game?
Yeah,
This Cardinals at Dallas. The Cowboys are 2.5 point favorites.
I'll pick Dallas to bounce back. I got Dallas at home. Dallas is pretty good at home. They score points there.
Pickens,
Take-
monster.
Yeah, he's a beast. I got the Cowboys.
I'd love to have Pickens on my team.
So would I. I'd love Pickens.
The Cowboys are not a bad team. Neither are the Cardinals, weirdly enough. I'm taking the home team here. I'm taking Dallas. But I think this one will be close.
Yeah, I'm going Dallas. I actually don't even. I think the Cardinals are pretty bad. I got Dallas, which leads us into the Jack Cap of the week.
Oh, is that Monday Night
finish up the
Football?
show. That is Monday Night Football.
Yeah, that is Monday night.
Is it me or does this recording feel like it's been like 6 hours?
Has it been
Maybe that's just like when it gets dark outside and it's like.
How long has this been?
It's been the usual. It's going to end the same.
An hour
time
and
as usual.
change.
Oh, really?
I guess we had a little technical problems before the show, so we were setting up cameras and stuff. And
Yeah, it's the same time we've usually.
but I know something about maybe it's just it's getting darker faster now and it's a little chillier.
Don't you feel like Dallas is hosting a primetime game every 2 weeks?
Well, they're the Cowboys, yeah.
They're America's team.
Why?
Oh, wait, can I actually ask you guys a question about college football that we don't have to do if you don't want, but I just found it interesting.
I probably wouldn't give you much.
Yeah, well, Jack, I mean, yeah. I was talking over this with my uncle the other day, and he said, what would you say currently, and this we could do this for 1 minute, would be the Mount Rushmore of college football head coaching open, like spots where you could coach, prestige.
That's a good one.
And he
Florida.
said, oh, really?
Florida's one. Auburn.
Florida's
Penn-
number one.
100%. Florida, Auburn, Penn State. Virginia Tech.
Okay. So Jack's not taking the questions.
What?
Seriously.
Florida's number one for sure.
No. Of all, sorry, not openings now. I mean all college football.
Oh, I thought you meant openings
No.
now.
I see why you put Florida. Now.
Yes, that makes sense. That makes a total sense now with
I thought you meant openings.
with Auburn. Okay, yes. No. We were talking about
LSU will be up there.
we were talking about like would Lane Kiffin leave Ole Miss and go like could LSU poach him? Like would Kiffin want to go to Bama one day? Which I actually think Kiffin would want to go to Bama.
I mean, I think.
But what do you think?
Act like Ole Miss is some great program.
Well, no, yeah, I think if
LSU goes after Kiffin.
Florida went after Kiffin, he'd leave for Florida. Like
I'll give you. There's only one correct Mount Rushmore. Are you ready?
Sorry, Zach's. I had a pocket knife and Zach's playing around with it. And he's like, I'm waiting for
you know what? Alabama, Ohio State, Pitt, and Notre Dame.
What do you have, Ziggy?
3 of the 4.
Alabama. Yep.
Alabama, Notre Dame, Ohio State, and Michigan.
I actually think Florida's up there. I'm not even kidding.
I don't
You
think
could. The thing about Florida is, I mean, they had a couple great wins, but other than that, like
No, but like if you get a
OU
big
is
time,
one you could sort of put up there. But they
wait, I also might be misremembering the Mount Rushmore. It might be Mount Rushmore of like where you like the best places for a head coach. So like Notre Dame being restricted by their.
Well, IU is one of the highest places that you can be because they're throwing endless money at coaching.
Sure,
Notre
yes,
Dame-
that. How about that one?
So this is just like chaos. This
Notre
is just
Dame's
a
not my
chaotic
top
segment
4.
that you didn't think through at all.
Notre Dame's on the top 4.
I just misremembered briefly. Yes.
Dude, if you're a big time coach,
No, it's the academic restrictions.
No, I
Why
know.
are we talking about this?
Florida's up there in the top 5. Florida football. If you're a big time coach,
Could
you play to
Oregon,
Florida.
could Oregon be in there because of the NIL? You got Nike.
None of that matters anymore.
Not like Florida.
What do you mean? You just said they're throwing tons of money at Indiana and Oregon. They throw tons of money. That's
Yeah, but
exactly
it's
what
not
you
for
said.
NIL stuff. It's for coaching staffs. Now with the revenue sharing and the Deloitte NIL clearinghouse, it doesn't matter anymore.
I'm going to ask the college football expert, then we'll do the cap of the week. What are your top 4? If you were a head coach, Jack, where are the top 4 places that you would want to go because you have the resources and everything you need to win?
Alabama,
Mhm.
Ohio State.
Mhm.
Then I'd probably go Florida.
Okay.
I'm not Notre Dame, no, because that's
no, the
stupid.
academic restrictions.
Yeah,
they mean something.
I wouldn't do it.
No, are you Brian Kelly? Notre Dame does not have serious academic restrictions. We get who we want.
I mean, if that's true, then that's different. Is that true?
Yeah. This is a thing Brian Kelly made up to explain why he couldn't win big games there.
You don't
No,
think
I don't-
academic restrictions?
I don't think he made it up. I think it's like a legitimate thing. Like, I don't think Notre Dame could.
It's weird that those academic restrictions have affected only Brian Kelly if they're so bad.
No, losing a championship in a blowout shows you couldn't play with Ohio State.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we won 3 playoff games to get there. We beat Georgia. We beat Penn State.
Like, Notre Dame was history getting blown out in the playoffs. Like, that's.
Well, I mean, but Penn State is a program that a lot of people would look at and say, yeah, they have Penn State has all the resources.
Penn State also stinks.
Well, I mean, Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia's up there too. I'd probably go Alabama, Ohio State, Florida, and Georgia. That's probably the top 4.
Got it. Okay, sorry if people didn't like that segment.
Well,
I didn't.
speaking of college football,
But college football. That was just on my mind. It was like if you were a head coach, where are the 4 places that you would want to go that you think you could have the most success? It's an interesting question at the very least.
all right.
Jack half of the week.
maybe we can bounce back.
I talk about how the show's running long, and I bring up a mindless segment.
It's funny we're talking about. We mentioned a topic that's relevant, or a name that's relevant. So this is pretty
Did I
quick.
tease the cap?
This is pretty quick. It did. On the way home from work today,
It's funny.
it was funny. I was in my car, I was driving, and this one guy, I was in like the middle lane, and this one guy comes over from the fast lane into the middle lane and just no blinker and just cuts me off. So I yelled, I'm like, dude, stay in your lane.
Oh, jeez.
No. No.
And I'm like,
might be reaching.
No.
I'm like-
Jack, they're usually better than this.
I'm like, lane?
No.
Lane?
Oh, so we actually talked at length about this.
Who's Lane? Lane Kiffin. So I go into the Grove, down to Ole Miss, to take the Ole Miss Rebels at night in prime time in Oxford, minus 12.5 against the South Carolina Gamecocks. Give me those Rebs in a blowout. Saturday night, at the Grove.
No, Lane Kiffin's distracted. The Cox win.
Oh, you're taking Cox outright. I think Carolina just like went all out to play their Super Bowl at home against Alabama. Fell just short. Now they go on the road and get
It's all Saints Day on November 1st. Just saying.
It's Lane Kiffin Catholic.
Cox out? No, not on All Saints Day.
No. Yeah.
That's just
You don't want your Cox out on All Saints Day.
Yeah, I think that.
Ziggy, you wouldn't. You'd agree.
So we got Ole Miss. So we got Ole Miss here. We got Ole Miss as the cap of the week. All right, man, what a great show, and what just a horrific ending to an otherwise strong performance. We'll wrap it up there. Thanks everyone for tuning in to the Week 9 prediction show. We're gonna have our mailbag for members only coming out tomorrow, so that'll be fun. We got some good questions. Not too late to become a member. Go to the channel homepage. You can select join. It's on your phone now too. Actually, it's much easier to become a member.
If you're watching this early enough, there's a chance you can still put in a question in the mailbag if you become a member right now.
100%. And there's a chance if you're a member who hasn't asked a question to go and ask a question. That's on our community page, the community tab, or the post tab as well. So yeah, we'd love to see all your guys' questions, and we're looking forward to it. After that, we'll see you on Sunday. Now, we will not be having an instant reaction after the 1:00 games. Well, Ziggy might actually. Ziggy, you might do it like what? Like in the mid-afternoon?
It wouldn't be an instant reaction.
Yeah, well, it won't be an instant reaction, but our schedule's up in the air because we're going to be at a Viking bar in Boston where our friend runs watching the Lions.
We'll speak for yourselves.
We are actually Vikings fans.
Jack won't be there. Ziggy and I will be there. So we'll send some videos.
I don't have a Vikings jersey to wear.
You want one? I got one.
Yeah, bring one. I only have a Packers jersey, and I don't think I could wear that.
Well, that would be.
Or I could bring out the funeral attire.
We should walk in suits again. That would be fitting. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.